Conscious Creation with Cassandra. Today we're talking about reactive. Oh my goodness, why does this keep happening? Doesn't matter why, it's happening. Reticular activating system. We're going to talk about the reticular activating system in our brain. Mind you, I need to do more research, but preliminarily, one moment please. There we go. Oh, one moment. Reticular activating system. In a nutshell, the reticular activating system is what our mind concentrates on, whether we consciously tell it to concentrate on something or it subconsciously trains itself to concentrate on something. So, you know when you drive on the highway and you see cars, and then you buy a certain type of car, and then you see that car everywhere. That's your reticular activating system. That's your brain noticing the things that have been in your recent history that it is now noticing. So for people that have anxiety or fears, guess what our reticular activating system is focusing on? On those fears. So this came up because I'm on a hike in the middle of the woods. Luckily, I am close to civilization, but have many times been very far from civilization and run into bears and other quite not so pleasant experiences. So when I'm on a hike, sometimes my reticular activating system is focused on any little tiny sound that I hear, on any slight movement, and I'm in a fear-based mindset, in fight or flight sympathetic nervous system. So my brain, my reticular activating system, my machine between my ears that is trained to keep me safe, is on hyper alert for anything that could cause me danger. So my reticular activating system is focused on picking up anything that could alert me to danger. Cool and all, but if you're trying to enjoy your hike and enjoy the scenery and be present and be grateful for this beautiful nature we have, the reticular activating system is not focusing on that. It's focusing on keeping me safe, which also plays out to me being in fear more than I would like to be. So I need to train my brain, I need to tell my brain, hey, we're gonna look out for all the beautiful things. We're gonna, oh look, there's a butterfly. Oh look, there's a chipmunk. And tell my brain that that's what we're going to notice. That we're switching out of the sympathetic nervous system, going into the parasympathetic nervous system, where I could be present, I can feel peace, I could be the opposite of fearful. Training your reticular activating system is consciously telling your brain what you want to focus on. So you want to focus on the positive. You want to focus on all the good. For people that have anxiety and quick to develop depressive states, our reticular activating system is seeing all the scary things. It's warning us of all the things that we need to be fearful for. So especially people that have had, one moment, where's my dog? There she is. Come on! So for individuals that have had a not so pleasant childhood, that have a lot of fear from childhood will have their reticular activating system be focused on the stuff that they fear, which will keep them in a loop of fear. I know this because I am so often in this loop, and I have to remind myself I am safe. I am safe, and even if I was not safe, I have the tools in my brain, in my tool belt, to deal with whatever comes my way. So worrying about it and stressing about it before the fact, and just being in this constant state of hyper awareness and sensitivity to any sound or movement, isn't productive. If anything, it just perpetuates this feeling of fear. So yes, my brain is meant to keep me safe, and thus it is having me focus on certain things, but it's also keeping me in a state of fear and anxiety, which easily perpetuates sensations or feelings of depression. So what I have to do, and what I did for a very long time, slipped, four-legged, come on, gotta switch hands here, one's going numb. What I had to do for a very long time is train my brain the new neural pathway that I want the thoughts to travel down. So I no longer wanted my brain to go down the fear pathway, which is so ingrained now. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but millennial sheets that have been created around the neural pathway of fear, or the same conversation that I'm unconsciously having, the neural pathway that's so ingrained in my head. I need to change the conversation consciously. I have to put in effort. I have to talk to myself, tell myself, we are now thinking positively. We are now switching the conversation. We are now activating the new neural pathway that we want to solidify, which is peace, which is content, which is gratitude. And I have to consciously put effort into that. I consciously have to switch the railroad tracks multiple times a day whenever I remember, like, oh, right, let's not have these fearful conversations or subconscious conversation going on in my mind. Let's have a conscious, positive conversation, with the hopes that then that becomes more automatic than the fear. Affirmations in the morning help with that. Anything in the morning that could set your mind to be on the pathway of positivity is the way to go. The morning and right before you go to sleep are crucial times to influence your brain behavior, what it's focusing on. So I encourage everyone to try this. Best of luck, and happy brain transformation.